Hello, Jason.
Hi.
So you were a part of the Hearing God seminar last 7 weeks in a row.
Yes, it was.
And I want to say thank you for seeing it through right to the end. As you saw in the beginning, there were a lot more people involved than there were that actually stuck with it the whole 7 weeks. So thank you for seeing it through.
Sure.
Um, I want to ask a couple quick questions about it. So, as you went through the Hearing God seminar, how was your personal relationship with Jesus impacted?
I think it's shown me a deeper importance for hearing God. Its practices and principles, I think most of us do in our daily walk with the Lord, but it's a reminder. It's a little more practical applications too. Doing that, like we can pray and listen for God's voice, but this was more hands-on, and I think for some of us, we need the hands-on practicum that came with the lessons, and it was very easy to understand. Like from the aspect of like wanting someone else to do it, like I would recommend it for a new believer to learn because it was very basic. Like I said,
Just started to answer my next question
sorry,
already.
is that okay?
That's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So I did the Way app, which was part of this, and it was really good to because this really summed it up. It helped me to see, like I said, a deeper importance for hearing God because I pray and I hear God's voice and I'll write it down and I'll ask Him further questions, but I didn't do it every day. And since the doing God, the Hearing God's seminar, I've been going through some drastic personal changes in my life, and um, one of those things is as me and you are going to India tomorrow morning, bright and early, and and
Don't pay attention to them.
don't pay attention. So there's some. It's a new thing for me, and I need to hear from heaven. I need that rhema, that logos word. I need the scripture to back it up and confirm what he's saying, and that's what he's been doing through the past several weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And just want to share. We had somebody come in and give a word for me, and it was kind of confirming what I've been getting through doing the Hearing God seminar.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, so let me just ask if this was your first time doing it, right?
Yes.
If we were to do this again, say in another few months' time or next year or something, would you consider being a part of it again?
Yes.
You would. And if somebody else in our church here was to say, "Hey, Jason, I heard you went and participated in the Hearing God seminar. Why should I bother doing that?" What would you tell them if they said, "Why should I bother signing up?"
You know, I think I would explain to them the importance, like here I go with the importance of how we're to strive to have a personal relationship with Jesus, and it doesn't hurt to learn new things to better that understanding. And I think sometimes we can have a skewed way of thinking to where you know if it doesn't come directly from God, I can't listen to man's wisdom on things, right? And I think that can potentially harm us in getting, because God speaks through people. And I
Amen.
believe God spoke through Ray to do this, right? So I would encourage them to try something new and to keep an open mind, right? And that many of us members of this church, members of Ray's church that have went through this have had drastic change in their life, right?
That's right.
It's very practical applications, and it's easy.
That's right.
And that's the main thing, is that I think we put a uh, a high bar, and we tend to, limit ourselves. But this is so practical, and for the new believer that comes, I would say this is very practical, very easy, because we complicate things.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Well, thanks for sharing, Jay.
Sorry, hope it wasn't long.
No, that was okay. You did just fine. So thanks a lot for being a part of it,
Yes.
and looking forward to going to India with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
God bless you, sir.
God bless.